Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to recap the Kentucky 78-67 win over Colgate. We're going to hit the most important parts of the game, what this game means for the Kentucky program, and then also we play Louisville on Saturday, so we're going to talk about moving into that game just a little bit. The biggest thing about this game, honestly, that's just a little bit scary is that Kentucky started off 17-0 and we looked amazing. Like our defense looked great, our offense looked great. We literally looked like a Megatron of a team. At some point, we just completely took our foot off the gas, and Colgate actually ended the first half down 2 points. At halftime, I believe that the score was 38-36 Kentucky. So that means that they went on a 38-19 run to end the first half. That's unacceptable. Brings me to my second point. Kentucky, we need our point guards back so bad. We have never valued Lamont Butler and Kirk Creasum more than we do now, but we have Jackson Robinson running the point, and then we don't really have anybody to back him up. We saw today that Coach Pope tried to give Travis Perry increased playing time. Travis Perry is the Kentucky all-time leading high school basketball scorer, and you would not have been able to tell today. Travis really struggled. He wasn't able to make any open shots. He was doing no look passes every time. Maybe it's something that's going to come with comfort, but Travis Perry doesn't look like a piece on our team that's going to be consistent. That's going to be consistent for us moving forward. Rupp Arena might be the worst home court advantage in all of college basketball. Here's what I mean by that. Rupp Arena plays and the feel of Rupp Arena plays as if it's an NBA game. Fans pay a ton of money to get in the door, the tickets are really expensive. Therefore, the vibe around the arena is, hey, I paid a lot of money for these seats. I don't want to stand up the whole time and yell, which is completely fair, but it's also unfair to our team. For the last 6 or 7 years, Rupp Arena has been almost dead or little to no home court advantage, which makes it really hard for us to play, especially some of these smaller teams at home. If you guys rewatch the game back, you'll see in the second half, once Colgate took the lead, the Kentucky fan base got into the game. Everybody was standing up, they were cheering, and then our team was able to go on a run because they felt that momentum behind them. It shouldn't take us to give up a lead to Colgate in order to get the crowd involved. Kentucky, Lexington, University of Kentucky, we have to find some sort of way to get the fans engaged in the game from the very beginning. I don't know if that's getting younger fans to the games, lowering ticket prices so that more people who aren't always able to go to the games are able to get in. I don't know if that's expanding the student section to be alongside the basketball court. There's a lot of things that we really can do, but improving the experience in Rupp Arena needs to be our number one priority, especially in the Mark Pope era. That's something that now that we have Mark Pope, we're able to make changes around that, and that's something that I would like to see change for Kentucky basketball. The Kentucky Wildcats are 9-1 for the first time since the 2017-2018 season. That is insane. That means that John Calipari was losing, and us having young freshmen and trying to warm them up to the team was actually detrimental to us. Because if you guys remember, we would always drop games early in the year very consistently. By the time we got to December, we would have 3 or 4 losses pretty regularly. Coach Pope is changing that. He has older guys, more veteran guys, but I also more so believe in what it is that Coach Pope is teaching in practice. I believe in Coach Pope's sets more. I believe that Coach Pope is willing to do what it takes to win in the terms of playing a zone, scheming up, um, and just really throwing curveballs at other teams. Coach Calipari wasn't really huge on that. He was more so of a stick to your guns type of coach. Travis Perry and Colin Chandler both really struggled for Kentucky. We were up 17-0 when they got into the game. Neither of them were able to make open shots or create open shots. So the fact that we had them in the game while we were playing against a 2-3 zone was almost detrimental for us. They have to find a way to be able to either knock down open shots when they're given the opportunity or create open shots for their teammates. If they want playing time on this team, that's what it's going to take for them to crack the roster. Jackson Robinson is really coming into his own for the Kentucky Wildcats. He's proved once again that not only is he willing to step up as our point guard, but Jackson Robinson is our best player on the team. Knockdown shooter, playing defense, playing both ends, getting other guys involved, while also stepping up to handle the ball handling duties. Jackson played another great game. Once again, BBN, we have got to get behind Jackson because he's who we're going to be depending on in March. Kentucky Wildcats play the Louisville Cardinals this Saturday. This is going to be a huge game for both programs. Louisville's kind of going through a rebuild, but Kentucky is too. We don't typically have John Calipari. We don't typically have the team that we would. Historically, our team always gets up for the Louisville game, but I think that was part of John Calipari's culture, letting them know that this rivalry is really serious. I believe that Mark Pope's going to do the exact same thing. Coach Pope played for Kentucky, so when you talk about somebody who understands the rivalry and it's in his blood, there's no better coach in the entire world than Mark Pope to prepare our team for this game. Kentucky plays Louisville on Saturday. I will have a recap video for that game as well. But for now, this is the official post-game update from Kentucky's 78-67 win over Colgate. I love you guys. Thank you so much for viewing. Please follow me on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, and follow me on Instagram. All of my @ names are going to be right here.